One person has liked the stream, which makes me think someone is out there watching. So, oh, it's Sterny. You say, are you okay, Edward? I'm fed up, Sterny. I won't lie to you, I'm fed up, honestly. So I'm going to stream for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to knock it on the head tonight because it's the third time, and the internet keeps kicking me off. And you say breathe. So yeah, thank you, Sterny. I did see your messages coming through, and I really appreciate them. You were saying breathe, keep calm, everything happens for a reason. And it was so frustrating, honestly, because I could see your messages, I could see you guys chatting, and I knew for you it was just blank screen loading. So, very annoying, very frustrating. Yeah. Foxy's back, legend, and Sterny says here for you. Thank you, Sterny. That is genuinely appreciated. And like I was saying, Mr. Fox, and to Sterny a minute ago, I'm going to stream for another 15 minutes. We're going to go to 9 o'clock, and I'm going to knock it on the head because the internet, the gods of the interwebs are not liking me tonight. And you said, didn't worry about it, man. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Appreciate that, dude. I really do. It's just sometimes it's just frustrating, you know. We feel like you're really trying to do something, and like I went out, as I said, and bought this eSIM, like spend an extra 12 quid a month, and then it's like that basically doesn't work as it should. I don't know. It's like a black spot in the connection or what, but it's just frustrating. It really is. Like I just feel like it's not uphill battle sometimes. Not sound like a diva because like people go through way worse stuff and people have like cancer, like babies with cancer and stuff. But it's just frustrating when you're trying to do something and you feel like you're coming up against barriers. But like I say, I can't complain. Sterny says, I'm going to leave my study for 5 minutes to make you feel better. I feel so bad for you. No, listen, Sterny. I honestly really appreciate that, but I don't want to be the guy who disrupts you from your studies because that's not right. I want you to study and to give it your best shot. So don't let me disrupt you. Fox says you just need to switch gears, get some rest, and make a few videos. Just stream when you want. You're right, Mr. Fox. You're right. And to be honest with you, mate, after today, I've got a few days off, and then I'll probably come back on Sunday, and then I will think about the schedule for next week. But I don't know. It's just been really nice to connect with you guys, and I don't want to just jack it all in. I just need to restructure my life a little bit, and like I say, I just need to get to a point where I can start. My ambition is to be able to put out a short every single day of the week. What's up to the 21 people who have just joined? This is my third stream of the evening. The internet, the gods of the interwebs do not want me to become a superstar streamer. They don't want it to happen, guys. They don't want it to happen. I'm trying, but they don't want it to happen. So yeah, this is the third stream of the night. The other two have just lagged, so we're doing what we can to make it happen tonight. And I've got some very supportive people in the chat, which helps. And if you're here for the first time, these streams are usually all about good vibes and positive energy. Whereas tonight, I'm dragging everyone down because I'm feeling a bit down in the dumps. So big up to everyone who's here, being cool and being kind. Like Sterny says, I wish I could jump into the stream and give you a huge hug. Well, Sterny, unfortunately, you're not here in person to offer me a big hug, but I am gratefully receiving the positive energy. I don't know how I'm smelling it. It's not like positive energy has a smell to it, but I'm breathing. I'm breathing it into the nose. So I'll do some breaths now. Right, I'm back. I needed those. And Fox says, if you do it when you can, I think you'll get people checking in to see if you're live streaming. Yeah, thank you, Fox. Quality over quantity. You're right, man. You are right. It is. That's the thing in life. Quality is quality over quantity. And like I was saying a second ago, I want to get to the point where I'm doing a short every single day of the week, a long form video one day of the week, and then streaming as well as on top of that. And you say oxygen straight to the brain. Honestly, man, those 3 breaths, they did actually help there for real. And Stoney said, there's no pressure to live stream, Edward. If you need to step back for a while and focus on your mental health, we will support you. And just so you know, you'll always have us as your other family. Thank you, Stoney. That's really, really kind of you. And yeah, it's just like the things with the streaming, it's just like I enjoy it. And there's a part of me which wants to build on the kind of the momentum and just not sack it all off. Do you know what I mean? So I think I will just restructure. I think I will drop down to 3 days a week. And like I say, I want to have like a continuous flow of videos that I can like put out to people. They don't need to be like the greatest videos of all time, but just like a short a day. You know, I want there to be like a video every day where people can just like pop in. Because there's creators, right, who I watch, who they do that and they just do like one short a day. And when you do that, it's like a constant pipeline. Whereas the problem I have is that like I'll live stream all the time, but if YouTube doesn't show the stream to that many people, then it's only the existing community that might watch the videos, but they've already seen the videos, so there's not new content for them. So I need to do like a little bit less streaming and do some more shorts and then one long form video a week. That's the plan. And what's up to you, Chance Day? Good to see you back. And Kaylin says, sorry your notification didn't come up. Edward, if you need a break, then take a break. Thank you, Kaylin. Much appreciated. And honestly, like I was saying to the guys a minute ago, I think as of next week, we'll probably cut down to 3 days a week streaming, and try and do some more regular shorts as well. Because I want to, as I say, I want to have some regular videos to put out for you guys. Because I'm kind of at the mercy of YouTube right now. If YouTube doesn't show my stream to more people, then it's great. We have an awesome time when we're here. But like, I need a way for new people to find the channel, and I think I need to put more videos out. I need to do more long form content and more short form content as well. And just for the record, if you're one of the 14 people watching right now, big up to yourself. Much appreciate you joining us. And Sterney says, okay, I'm studying out. I'll be popping in every few minutes. Well, thank you, Miss Sterney, for the support as usual. And good luck with the studying, for real. Give it your best shot. I know you will. And let us know how you get on. And Foxy says, I think YouTube's using AI, so the less lives you do, the more people they'll feed into your stream. Interesting thought, Mr. Fox. Honestly, man, yeah, I don't know how. The algorithm is a very mystical thing, so who knows how it truly works. But all I know is that I need to switch it up a little bit. And honestly, like I said a million times before, when I quit my job, it's not even going to be streaming for 10 hours every day, but it will give me a bit more time to do these types of things. And the lovely Zombie Queen says, much love and positivity to all. Wonderful to see you again, amazing Edward. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, Zombie Queen. As always, I really, really do appreciate the good energy. And actually today, the honest truth is I'm feeling a bit flat. And the crew in the chat have been super supportive. Kaylin, Foxy, Sterney, the whole gang, everyone's been really nice. As is One Way Step, who says, you need to see what works best for you. Don't blame you, Edward. You deserve good things. One Way Step, honestly, like, one kind comment can go a long way, and I really do appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your life to write out a positive comment and send it to me. So thank you so much. And I just want to, yeah, that's the thing, right? I just want to find the balance in life, and like Foxy said before, it's got to be quality, not quantity. And I'm trying to stay consistent, but I think in order to maintain the quality, I've got to step it back a little bit to 3 days. And I think 3 days a week is still a good amount to stream, right? It's like on top of my day job, it's still a good amount to stream. And hopefully, like I say, that'll give me more time to do more videos for you. Because I want to do that as well. I want to have be able to do a short every single day. Now, I'm not going to put pressure on myself and beat myself up if I don't do that. But that's what I would like. I would like to be able to have one fresh video coming out every day. Even if it's not like a crazy the world's best video, but just a little video every day where you guys can check in and see it, and then boom, we're back on stream, and I don't know, it's a good pipeline. Rashid is back. Good to see you, Brat. Good to see you, Brat. Good to see you back, Rashid, the pizza lover. And Foxy interestingly says, just speak well of YouTube on live and they'll definitely chuck people in. Well, the thing is, Foxy, YouTube does keep trying to chuck people my way because, I don't know if you saw a minute ago, we had 26 people on stream. And a few minutes before that, we had again 20 something, and that's YouTube is trying to boost the stream and show it to more people, and that's in part, honestly, from what AI tells me, because you guys keep the chat popping off. And Bree.Jack15. Now, please, if you're watching this right now, if you're a mod, please do not, Kaylin, do not time Bree.Jack15 out. But Bree.Jack15, if you're still out there, I'd like you to think about what you're doing. You've jumped into a comment section for the first time, and you've said something negative. I'm having a bad day. I'm feeling depressed. I suffer with depression. I'm not saying, oh, feel sorry for me. But I'm telling the chat honestly that I'm having a down day, and you've jumped into the chat with a comment, a sarcastic comment. So hopefully, Bree.Jack15, if you're still watching, you can reflect on the words that you've shared with me and the impact that your actions have on other people. So I really do think Bree.Jack15, I really hope you give this some thought, because I could have just timed you out. I could have just kicked off at you, timed you out, and instead I'm inviting you to think about what you're saying and how it may make other people feel. So food for thought for you. Chance Day says, I sent about the drama. Can you see it? Maybe up a bit. I'm going to scroll up and see if I can see it, but I don't think I can, Chance Day. I don't know what's happening. I don't know whether... I saw your intro comment. You say hi, so thank you for saying hello. But yeah, after that... Okay, so I don't know why YouTube is being unkind or not letting you messages. And Bailey says, Edward, you're the first person who knows what I told you. Well, thank you for sharing with me, Bailey. I really do appreciate that, and I hope things are okay for you. I do. Rashid says your eyes need water. Wash your face and drink some too. It'll be nice. No offense. Well, you know what? I won't wash my face while I'm on stream, but I'll have some water to begin with. It's a good advice. And Coco's back in the chat and says, "My name is Jeff. I did not know your name was Jeff, Coco. So thanks for sharing." Oh damn! So I think Chance Day, that's why your comment wasn't getting through because you may have used the uncensored slur. And Chance Day says, so the ex-boyfriend, I believe, called Chance Day a very racial slur. Damn. Yeah, I think it's definitely because you used the words racial and slur that YouTube was censoring you. What's up to you, Carrie Basto? Nice to see you in the chat. And Coco says it was a joke. That went over my head, unfortunately, Coco. I went over my head. And Kaylin earlier said, I'm just here in your corner. Whenever you need a shoulder to lean on or just someone to talk to, Kaylin, I'm sending you huge hugs. Huge hugs. Huge hugs. And Fox says, I bet there's keywords you can say on live that hacks YouTube algorithm. That's an interesting point, Foxy. And after this live, I will actually Google that or ask AI that. And Foxy says, near racism. Yeah, definitely. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not around here. Oh, and Rashid, I did actually see your comment before about the size of pizza, but you said the pizza was 16 centimeters. So that is in inches. 15 centimeters is 6 inches, right? So that's, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's not as crazy big as I thought. So it's kind of like that. Wait, hang on. Like that big. But still, 3 pizzas in a day is still good going. And thank you for the hugs, Kaylin. Much, much appreciated. And Fox says, don't ask AI, it's the devil, mate, and won't tell the truth. Well, maybe, Fox, I'll be able to find some articles that might help, like some articles. I'm sure someone's written some articles about that. And Kaylin says, guess what? Smile. I look like Mr. Beast when I smile then, like when he's like... Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Fox says, it's deceptive AI. Yeah, I get you, man. I do. There's definitely downsides. And Bailey says, Edward, sorry if it was a bit dark, by the way. Don't worry, Bailey. I appreciate you sharing some raw truth with me. And like I said to you, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you can talk to somebody about what you've been through, because it's a lot. It's a lot for anybody to deal with. So I really do hope you've got support that you can, people you can turn to for support as well, because you need it. Even if you don't feel, well, from what you shared with me, it's obviously been impacting you a lot, but everybody needs support, and especially when they've been through something tough. So Bailey, I really hope you get the support that you deserve. And you said my therapist is selfish. Ooh, well, that is not a positive quality for a therapist to have. You want a kind of a therapist to be selfish, selfless, and trustworthy. So yeah. And thank you, Kaylin, for showing Bailey some support in the chat. Oh dear. Not the support that Bailey needs. Well, fortunately, we've got lovely people like Kaylin showing you a little bit of support, which doesn't solve your problems, but hopefully that a little bit of that good energy will find its way to you, Bailey. Bailey says, you're one of the kindest men I've ever met. Well, thank you, Bailey. Honestly, like I've said before, it's a two-way street. You guys have been super kind to me, and I really do appreciate all the lovely energy you've shown me. Rashid says, Edward, do you watch Marvel movies? No, I've been asked this before, and I think the only Marvel movies I've actually seen is Spider-Man. Spider-Man's Marvel, right? So I've not seen any of the Marvel films, honestly. Oh, and Kaylin is being very loyal and says, right, Bailey, if you try to get rid of me, trust me, as I told Edward, it won't work. Even ask Edward. It's true. Kaylin cannot be shaken off. She's a force to be reckoned with. Okay, we've got a story time from Chance Day. Says, okay, story time. Today, me and my friends were filming a dance cover in an alley, and they said they'd edit an explosion into it, but no, they actually set a real explosion off behind us, and we all jumped. Oh no! Hopefully, it wasn't a big explosion because that could have gone pretty wrong. And Kerry says, "Hi, I'm Daniela Avanzini. Now, is that a celebrity and I'm being slow, or is that your real name, Kerry? I don't know. That's probably like a really famous celebrity, isn't it?" Foxy says, "Does Batman and Robin count?" That's a good question, Foxy. I'm pretty sure that is Marvel, isn't it? Has to be. Rashid says, "You're missing out on the Marvel Universe." Yeah, Rashid, I mean, I'm not against it. I just haven't got into it before, to be fair. And Chance Day says it was medium big, but it was Lloyd, which I think is meant to say loud. But yeah, protect your ears. Don't, yeah, be careful, honestly. Be careful with loud noises. It's all fun and games until you get tinnitus in your ears. Ooh, and Chance Day says Batman and Robin is DC. Shows how little I know. Sterney is back for 5 minutes. Sterney is busy studying, but she's come back for 5 mins. And the Fox says, "Come on though, Marvel's a bit wild all the time with all the lines and stuff." Yeah, honestly, like I say, my knowledge of Marvel is so limited. So limited. Why is my phone so slow to charge as well? It's on 3%. It's been on 3% for like 10 minutes. F. John Boy is back in the chat. What's up, F. John Boy? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? And Sterney, unfortunately, still feels sick. Sorry to hear that, Sterney. F. John Boy says, "Amazing, you." I'm glad to hear you're doing amazing, John Boy. Not one of my best days today. But that's life. Sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days. Fox says, "Good tunes." I'm glad you approve, Mr. Fox. This is actually, I don't know who this is actually. This is like just a reggae mix on in the background. But it is chilling. Sterney's got the live on while she's studying. She's just not chatting. That's fair enough, Sterney. We won't hold that against you. Not at all. Oh, new tunes kicking in. Kaylin has been a super kind lady in the chat, which I'm sure Bailey will appreciate. Chance Day says, "Oh my god, OMG, guess what? Tell us, Chance Day, what's happening?" Foxy says, "I like to listen to 80s hits translated in German." Really? Is that a thing? What, like you listen to like English language songs, but have them translated into German? And F. John Boy says, "Can I get a shout out to a lad named Tate?" Now, as long as it's not Andrew Tate, because we don't want to get too controversial around here. But if you've got a friend called Tate, and this is a shout out for you, Tate. Wow. And Stoney has to revise 30 facts about 2 religious people. That's quite a few facts, for real. And F. John Boy says, "Tate is my bro." Well, shout out to F. John Boy's bro, Tate. And to be honest with you, while we're on the subject of shout outs, shout out to every single person watching this stream. Shout out to Foxy, shout out to Kaylin, shout out to Bailey, shout out to F. John Boy, shout out to Sterney, shout out to Jazz, the Canadian tow truck queen in the background, shout out to Chance Day, shout out to anyone else who's here. If I've not named you, then shout out to you. Ah, okay. 80 synth started in Germany before the Berlin Wall came down. Interesting. Yeah, I guess like my only reference for that would be like Kraftwerk, which I guess is maybe what you think. Well, maybe it's not, but Kraftwerk, as far as I know, were like kind of pioneers of synth-based music in the background. Pioneers of synth-based music back in the like the 80s or whatever. Was it the 70s? No, probably the 80s, early 80s, right? Maybe, or was it the late 70s? I don't know. Early 80s, late 70s, something like that. Okay. No way. Okay, so if you've just joined the chat, one of our chat members, Chance Day, has got a bit of drama going on. Now, Chance Day is a guy, and was in a relationship with another guy, and they've broken up because the ex-boyfriend, was cheating on Chance Day with a girl. The ex-boyfriend said that he's actually straight, but now the ex-boyfriend's brother has asked Chance Day out, and apparently the ex's brother has bought Chance Day and him Stray Kids tickets, front row, 400 quid each, and it's in October. I think I'm in love now. Stray Kids are my favourite band. Now, that's the way to someone's heart, right? Know what they like and try and treat them. Oh, wow. So Rashid says, the town I live in is going to be the second biggest technology hub in New Delhi in 3 to 4 years, and the property rates are going to spike. Interesting. Because am I right in thinking that, is it Bangalore is the current, like, Indian tech hub, like the biggest tech hub in India? But to be fair, you said the second biggest technology hub in New Delhi, so I guess there's one in New Delhi already. Bailey says, Stray Kids, what's that? It's a band. It's a very popular band, I believe. And Scooter, he's on in Dresden. The only Scooter I know is Scooter Braun, and I assume that's not who you're talking about. Interesting. Interessante. Sterney's got so much revision to do. And GT Gaming has been super kind and says, like and subscribe and share this awesome channel. Keep up the good work, man. GT Gaming, I hope you can hear me because I really, really appreciate that kind support and energy. I'm feeling a bit flat today, so to have people like yourself drop by a little bit of kindness is much appreciated. So massive shout out to you, GT Gaming. Big up to yourself. Oh, and Fox says, no, not Scooter Braun, the rave guy, mate. Scooter. I don't know if I'm familiar with Scooter, honestly, Foxy. I'll have to check him out. And Ticket Taker says, hello, dear guest. Wait, are you British? Wow. Well, Ticket Taker, you're on my stream, so you're the guest this evening. So good evening to you. And yes, I'm indeed British. To be precise, I'm English. And As Above is back and says, hello, Edward. How's it going? As Above, I've had better days, honestly. This is the third stream of the night. The other two started lagging and just started buffering after a while. So I was already feeling a bit down in the dumps, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, feeling a little bit flat today. But the chat have been super kind, super kind, super supportive. So that is something that I'm very grateful for. But how about yourself, As Above? How is it going over in North Carolina? Oh, this is wild. My phone has been on 3% for like the last, I don't even know how long. Normally my phone's pretty good at charging. F. Jonah Boy says, Edward, can you put on the song Logical Song by Scooter for good vibes? F. Jonah Boy, I would do. Unfortunately, I've got the mix on in the background. I'm soon going to be buying a new laptop, which I've been saying for about 3 months. But I'm going to buy a laptop soon because I'm just going to buy one. And when I have the laptop, I will be streaming from my phone like this. I'll have the laptop here. And I'll be able to put tunes on really easily. So unfortunately, can't put any Scooter on. Well, I could put it on, but I won't be putting Scooter on tonight if that's all right. But soon we'll put Scooter on. We'll have tunes, the full choice of tunes. And good to see you in the chat, Bex. Lovely to see you. And she's a fan of Scooter as well. And Rashid is thinking about creating an AI influencer. Interesting. You just need a good processing device. There are 2 to 3 AI influencers in India and it's going to be a hit. Wow, what a time to be alive, guys. So weird to think. I know that's a thing and I can believe it, but it's so interesting to think that like we live in a time now where we've gone beyond influencers and we're now like at this stage of AI influencers. Bailey says, if I had the money, I would buy you a laptop, but it's nearly summer and I have kids. Like, oh, Bailey, do not. That is even kind of you to even think of me. But I actually do have the money for the laptop. It's just the thing that's stopping me is just choosing the right one because I want one with a good graphics card for streaming. But at this point, I just need to buy one and just not get paralyzed by. I think it's called decision paralysis, and that's kind of what I'm struggling with a bit at the moment. So yeah. I will overcome that and get the laptop in the bag. Jonah says, have you got your, F. Jonah Boy says, have you got your sparkly water with lemon? Unfortunately, not tonight. I had some earlier, Jono. I had some, exactly that. I had some sparkling water with some fresh lemon in it, and it was delicioso. But currently, right now, it's just the plain still water at the moment. But well remembered. Sterney says, guys, I'm actually having an anxiety attack. I have so much anxiety about my exams tomorrow. Well, Sterney, the best advice I can give you is to just take it steady. Honestly, take it steady. You can only do what you can do. Take deep breaths. If you're feeling stressed out now, take a little break, get some fresh air, a glass of water, and that will help your situation. And remember, these exams, you want to give it your best shot, but it's not the end of the world. Try, do your best. But if it doesn't work out, what will be, and it's not the end of the world. And there'll be other exams and other opportunities for you to show your talents. And thank you, F. John Boy. You said you can call me Freddie or Fred. Appreciate that, Freddie. And Freddie is a great name. Like Kaylin says, it is a great name. I really like it. Not just saying it. Kaylin says, Edward, I can see how much you are carrying, and I just want to let you know that you don't need to do everything perfect. Thank you, Kaylin, for the understanding and support. Said it before and I'll say it again. It is honestly appreciated. It really is. Fox says, near AI, no air fryers, no plastics, and young men learn DIY big pearls of wisdom for free. Truth, Foxy, you've shared some gems with me. And I need to get less plastic in my life, honestly. I was thinking about this because I love eating healthily, as you guys know. But at the same time, I still buy food that's wrapped in plastic. I need to make more of my own food, honestly. And one of my dreams, actually, this is making me feel a little bit better thinking about this. I have a business idea that involves food, the production of plant-based food. And it's a good one. It's not just some tacky money grab where it's about like pushing some product which is bad for you or unhealthy. It's a good idea, and I'm not going to share it yet because I don't want to share it because there's no point. I don't want to be one of those people that shares ideas until it's actually happening. Does that make sense? I don't want to be the boy who cries wolf. And honestly, that's been my problem in the past. I have all the great ideas, but never get them over the line. But yeah, this idea for the food thing, that I can see being good, and it kind of relates not specifically to no plastics, but it's just a kind of like a sustainable way to eat and plant-based food and all the rest. So anyway, I'll stop because I've not even got anything going for it, but just came to my mind when you said that. But yeah, less plastic for sure, less plastic. And again, we're all kind of victims of the system, right? If you go to the shop and you want some peppers, maybe they've got loose peppers, but maybe they don't. Maybe they're only wrapped in plastic. What are you going to do? You either don't have the peppers or you don't have the courgettes or whatever it might be. And yeah, there are ways around it. You can go to market stores and stuff like that. But again, it's like the system is against you. Sometimes people have busy lives and they're not able to always go to like a farmer's market, or maybe they can't afford to go to a farmer's market or a local market. So I guess what I'm saying is like the system is set up against us all in some way. And Rashid is talking a little bit more about the AI influencers, and they say possibly cover 9 to 10% of the creator economy in India. Wow, that is an incredible thought, really, to think that such a high proportion of the creator economy could be just AI. And you say that people usually like to see a real human. It's going to be different than the story vids. Interesting. And you are right. I think people do like to see a real human, 100%. And that's why I think that even though AI will play a massive role in the future, I think certain things, at least for decades, maybe not hundreds of thousands of years, but at least for decades, people will still want that human connection with a real human being and not just a simulation of a human or a robot with a human's voice. And Rashid says, I can speak English, Hindi, beginner French, beginner Japanese, and I'm going to improve on it. Wow. Cool that you can speak 2 languages fluently. I mean, that's the thing with Indian people, is that typically they can speak, most of them can speak English, and most of them speak Hindi or a similar variation of Hindi. I'm trying to think what not Rajasthani, what's it called? I met someone from New Delhi and she spoke, it wasn't Hindi, like she can understand Hindi, but there was another dialect, another language that she spoke. I'm trying to think what it was now, I can't remember. And Beck says, Edward, I saw a video today and thought of you. It was a short video on how to make your own tempeh out of any bean or legume and the mold thing. Nice, Bex. That sounds like just my sort of cup of tea. And recently I was watching a video on how to make your own tofu. And I would like to get into that. But tempeh, even though I'm a big tofu guy, as you know, tempeh is even higher protein and it's even better for you because it's fermented. And I actually had some tempeh for breakfast this morning, and I just let you know I've been filming a what I eat in a day video today. And after this stream, I'm gonna eat my last food of the day, which will probably be like some yogurt and some cake and some fruit. But anyway, for breakfast this morning, I had my porridge as usual, but I've also started having like either tempeh or tofu in the morning. And I must say, it's really nice to have like a good hearty breakfast. I know some people out there don't eat breakfast. Lots of people don't eat breakfast. But yeah, I had a nice big breakfast and I had some tempeh. It was actually the smoky tempeh. I don't know if you've seen it, Bex. I think it's called Tiba. I think it's called Tiba is the brand. I think it's Tiba. You'll recognise it. It's in all the supermarkets. It's like a bluey green box sort of thing. Anyway, it was good. So yeah, Bex, that sounds like my cup of tea. So thank you for thinking of me. And I would love to start making my own tempeh for sure because I eat so much of that type of thing. It would save me money. It would be healthier. I would get a sense of satisfaction out of doing it. So maybe I'll have to look up some videos myself on how to make that sort of stuff. And as above, it's bringing some positive energy to the chances. I'm glad to make it to live. Been working late today. We're getting some much needed summer rain, so I'm loving it. Nice. I know it's been, well, warm. It sounds like standard weather for you, but it sounds hot compared to over here, honestly. So I'm glad that it's been a little bit cooler with the rain. And honestly, summer rain when it's been hot is a nice thing. It has that distinct smell. I can't remember what the exact name of the phenomenon is, but I think Eddie shared it in the chat once. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like there's a specific name of the process when, like, summer rain hits like the warm ground and it creates that smell. You'll probably know what I mean. Chanstay apparently can speak 7 languages, which is wild. Absolutely wild. Charles says Tamil. I don't know what the other context was, but Tamil. And thank you, Jimmy Jazz, who's jumped in the chat and says, smash that like button, troops. Thank you so much, Jimmy Jazz. You, again, are a consistently very kind supporter. Every time you jump in the chat, I've never seen you jump in with a negative comment, which is really nice. Not that anyone else here has done that, but it's always really nice when you jump in and the first thing you say is like something positive. That's what I'm trying to say to you. And especially when you're having not such a good day like today. Well, for me, it's not been such a good day. That's not even because anything bad has happened to me, but it's just, sometimes we have low mood days, and today's kind of one of those days, honestly. Foxy says ozone smell. Yeah, there was another term for it for when, like, in summer when it rains and it has that particular smell. Maybe ozone smell is another term for it. I don't know. And apparently Chanstay can speak English, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Thai, German, and French. That's incomprehensible to my brain that someone can speak so many languages. Rajit says, you ever heard of Osho? If you want to skip, we can, but you can give me your thoughts. I don't know what Osho is, honestly. So let me know what it is. And Bailey says, why would I leave a hate comment? You've done nothing to me. I'm not sure if that's meant to... I think that's the Kaelin you're talking about, so fair enough. And as above says, I think Tamil is a language. Yeah, it is a language, but Charles hadn't said anything else. And I don't think anyone had said, what languages does everybody speak? So I think I just like, what? So just kind of random when Charles said it, but I think Tamil is a language. You are correct. And Beck says growing potatoes is incredibly easy. If you ever want to try that, you can grow them in the ground in a planter in a sack/bag, garlic too, and it naturally deters pests. Well, thank you for the tip, Bex. Because as I've shared with you guys before, I'm a huge lover of plants, huge lover of plant-based food. But yeah, I don't really grow anything myself, which is terrible. Which is absolutely terrible. Because I'm like the biggest promoter of, well, not the biggest, but like a massive promoter of plant-based foods and the powers of plant-based nutrition and the benefits of nature and all the rest of it. So it's terrible that I don't grow my own stuff. So maybe that could be the next sort of little life adventure for me. So thank you for the tip, Bex, about the potatoes and the garlic. Appreciate that one. And Charles says, Tamil is a language spoken in India. Oh, excuse me, Charles. So you were talking earlier about when I said I knew someone from New Delhi who spoke a language, and I don't think it was, she spoke Hindi, but she spoke another language as well. I think you were saying Tamil. So thank you, Charles. That makes sense to me now. But yeah, it wasn't Tamil, just to reply to you. It wasn't Tamil. It was something else. I don't know. I'll have to ask her, actually. And take care, Chance Day. We'll see you soon. And thank you as above. You said petrichor. Is that love? I think, or is it petrichor or petrichor? Is that lovely rain spell? Thank you as above. That was the one I was thinking of. And Freddie says, we're all kind because of you. Keep on being great. Oh, thank you, Freddie. That's not true. It's not because of me that you guys are being kind. But I do like to think that because we make these streams a positive space, chill vibes, the good energy comes back around. So I try and support you guys when I feel up to it. And then you guys have shown me a lot of love as well. So I do appreciate that for real. And Bailey says, every day I feel depressed. That's me. That, unfortunately, Bailey, as you know, is the cruel nature of depression. It takes no prisoners. So we're sending you a hug as always. Wow. And Bailey says, I'm the same, being raw vegan for 26 years. That is incredible. I've actually never met a raw vegan in real life. Honestly, I've met many vegans. I know I have vegan friends, but I've never met a raw vegan. And honestly, I think it would be difficult over here. I do. I think it would be difficult over here. Unless you were very organised with growing your own stuff. Because if you just had to buy things to eat raw, in a climate like the UK, on the food system we have in the UK, it would be challenging. Unless you had a lot of money and could afford to constantly buy like really good organic vegetables and stuff. But yeah, W raw food. And as above says, what's the language? Urdu. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Urdu. I'll have to check with her. As I say, she's from New Delhi, and I think she speaks English. She speaks Hindi, but her family language or something. It wasn't Hindi. It was something different. Because I'm familiar with Hindi, but I wasn't familiar with the language that she told me about. It might be like a dialectual variation of Hindi, but it was definitely had a different name. And Foxy is growing stuff himself and says he's got onions, tomatoes, pea pods, and peppers at the minute. The green-fingered Mr. Fox. Nice. That's awesome, man. Freddie says, what did you eat for dinner? Good question. This evening for dinner I had, it's really tasty actually. I had some noodles, a full pack of tofu, some tender stem broccoli, some toasted sesame seeds. Well, they were roasted sesame seeds, which I then toasted with some extra virgin olive oil. I had some kimchi as well, and oh, it was very nice. When I do the noodle eating video, I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do pretty much what I just said to you. The noodles, a pack of tofu or maybe some tempeh, something like broccoli or greens on the side, kimchi if I've got it, and the sesame seeds in. Delicioso. Oh, okay. So Rashid, you're talking about Osho. Yes, I've seen the Netflix documentary. Was he the the guru, right? Like the kind of the yogic. That's not a word. Yogic. The yoga guru. Is that the guy? I've definitely seen the documentary about Netflix. It was basically a cult, and he had like. Yeah, it sounds very creepy, honestly. And Bailey says, I'm single. I don't need to take girls or boys on dates. I've got the money for the right food. Nice. Nice. That helps. And you're in Alaska, right, Bailey? What's the fruit and vegetable situation over in Alaska? In like, because in my mind it's pretty icy. So yeah, hopefully you get some good stuff over there. And Foxy says, yeah, the quality of food is rubbish. And as above says, Telugu and, or I hope that's how you say it, Telugu and Malayalam. Am I any of the guesses? I'm gonna actually message her. I'm gonna message her after this stream because I need to reply to her anyway. So when I message her, I will mention to her that I was curious as to what the language was. Ooh, okay. So it seems like Bailey has got some good access to decent quality fruit and vegetables, which is what we like to hear. Okay, Rishi, and thank you for letting me know. I swear I've seen the documentary, but I'll have to fact check myself on that. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Where else we got in the chat? So Foxy grew all sorts last year. The green-fingered Mr. Fox. Rashid says, is alcohol vegan? Most alcohol is vegan. Some wines, I believe, they're like processed with. No, what is it called again? I think it's like egg whites or something, or milk. Basically, there's some vegan. I actually can't think because it's been so long since I drank, and a lot of wine now. There used to be more wines. I think that's it. It's fish guts. Some wines, I kid you not, have a process with like fish guts. I can't remember what the name is. I think it's got an L. But yeah, some wines and some alcohols are processed with animal parts, but more of them now so than not. But yeah, most alcohol is vegan. Most alcoholic drinks are vegan. Ooh, and Bex has got the connection in County Durham for some wild mushrooms, for morel mushrooms. Delicious. And Freddie, thanks so much as always for being super kind. You say, Edward, I'm going to head out. Amazing time here in the words of Jimmy Jazz. Hit that like button, troops. Thank you, Freddie. You legend. Big up to yourself. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourself, Freddie. It was nice to have you here, and thanks for bringing a positive vibe. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, Bex. I could not think. My mind was blank, and it wasn't an L in it. But yes, as you say, isinglass. I've not heard that word for literally years, to be honest with you. But yeah, the gelatin from a sturgeon fish bladder. Thank you for the fact check. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Some of the things that people use. The gelatin from a sturgeon fish's bladder. Yeesh. Kaylin says, "Can I not time myself out?" No timeout is required. And Foxy is talking about a special type of mushroom, which we also get here in the northwest as well, Mr. Fox. In fact, funnily enough, when I went to Amsterdam once, I went into a head shop and I was talking to the guy about truffles, and he was like, "Oh, where you guys from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from like northwest England." He's like, "Oh," "All right, you get He's like, "Oh, that's where like those types of mushrooms grow," and I was like, "Yeah, the very same." So it's just funny, like he knew. He knew. But you know what, guys? Oh, hang on. And Bailey's sharing about the suffering, the bereavement that she's gone through, and the grieving that Bailey's doing. Foxy says September ones we call them code word. Nice, Foxy. Nature, she's an incredible thing. And Rashid is sharing some technical advice and says if you have a laptop, you can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And on Twitch, you can browse the internet and YouTube, basically anything without a complaint. Yeah, Rashid, when the new laptop is secured, I think I'll be taking up your advice because I was telling the chat before that I want to dual cast. And I was saying, oh yeah, YouTube, I want to stay on YouTube 100% is my main platform. But I was thinking about maybe streaming on Kick, and people are like, no, don't stream on Kick. And the more I've thought about it, I feel like Kick is a bad idea because it's a lot of, I don't know, a lot of drama and maybe like not so good energy on Kick. So I think if I do stream to another platform, it will be Twitch. Fox says, what's a dual cast? So it's dual as in DUAL, as in like two at once. So basically means that I can send this stream out as well as to you guys on YouTube. I can also send it to Twitch. I just don't know how possible that is. No, you can do that on Twitch because Rashid just said. I think it's super easy on Kick, but I don't know how easy it is on Twitch. But I guess I can find out. Yeah, and Bailey says, Edward, can you try to explain to Kaylin? I don't mean anything harmful. I'm just struggling and I'm upset. So yeah, Kaylin, hope you can understand. Bailey is struggling right now. I'm sure Bailey appreciates your support during this time, but it's just it can be a difficult, emotional conversation to have. So sending hugs to Kaylin, sending extra big hugs, of course, to Bailey as well during a difficult time for you. And Fox says, no, don't do it. We don't want to share. Fair play, Mr. Fox. You want me all for yourself. I get that. Excuse me. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to have to end this and give you some massive shout-outs to end the stream just because I need to get some rest and my mum is coming around soon to drop off some banana brownies. The very Mammy's brownies, Foxy. Not Mrs. Edward, that's weird. My mum is going to bring some brownies around in a bit. So yeah, I better make sure I'm ready for her when she comes round. So I'm going to end this stream by giving you all a massive shout out, thanking you once again for tuning in. And Rashid says, Edward needs some sleep. Yes, I do, Rashid. I really do. I need some rest, man. And I need to just chill a little bit. But I'll be back on Sunday, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys. And in the meantime, look out for a short tomorrow, which is what I ate in a day. So that'll been today's day of food. So please look out for that. And look out hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I will have a long form video for you for some time on Saturday. I'm going to try and film it tomorrow and put it out, edit it and put it out on Saturday. So look out for at least one short and maybe for a long form video as well. But with that being said, huge hugs to everybody that joined. Big shout out to Foxy, shout out to Kaylin, shout out to Rashid, shout out to As Above, shout out to Bexy, shout out to Bailey, of course, and anybody that I've missed. Big hugs to you all. Thanks so much for joining. And Bex says, Edward, can we rewatch this if we missed the start? Yes, Bex, you can. When I end the stream now, I will click like upload to you. Well, it automatically starts uploading to YouTube, and it might take like, I don't know, a little bit of time, but you can absolutely, and I would love it if you do want to watch from the start. That'd be really kind of you. So yeah, just maybe check on my channel, tonight or whatever. But as soon as I end the stream, I'm going to set it to public, so it should go out live. And Fox says spitting, for real. So big hugs, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a great few days. Foxy says next time more likes. Fingers crossed, Mr. Fox. We'll make that happen. Take care, man. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Sterny says, are you going, mate? Yes, I am, Sterny, so big shout out to you. I will see you guys on Sunday. Good luck with the studying and the exams. Peace out to you all. Take care. Big love, and I will see you on Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time. All right, and look out for the shorts on my channel as well. All right, that's it, gang. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. And thanks, Sterny, again. I really do appreciate it. All right, everybody. See you soon. Bye.